Hello, I'm Greg. I want to tell you a Tinder story from a couple of years ago. I was in search of true love, and in a way I found it, but I was brutally catfished. This is what happened. I didn't manage to find a girlfriend. I think I was just unlucky. I'm good looking and not boring, but as it often happens, I didn't like girls interested in me, and girls I liked paid me no attention. Life is a pain. But I remained positive. If you can't do it in real life, welcome to the wonderful world of dating apps. It was fun. I matched with several girls at once and started chatting. Well, nothing really engaging, but it's a start at least. A couple of days swiping left and right, and I connect to a breathtaking beauty from my city. Her name was Kira, and she was my age. We started chatting, and she definitely knew how to interest a guy. Our conversation was different from all the other talks I made with random girls. Sometimes they seemed really shallow, and most of the talks didn't differ from one another. Kira struck me at once. Not only was she beautiful, but also witty. We were just texting for a couple of weeks, and I was already in love. I was checking my phone all the time to see if a message from her had arrived. This was a clear sign that time had come for the next step. The next step would be talking on the phone. I asked her for her private number and she gave it to me. We had a very inspiring talk. She sounded genuinely interested and nice to me. Her voice was so profound and tender and sounded strangely adult. However, it was okay for a girl who seemed so mature, even if she was a teenager like me. I called her from time to time and she always responded, and we made our cute chats. I was telling her more and more about myself, some really personal stuff, and she always encouraged me to tell her more. Cool, a person who is genuinely interested in me, I thought. At some point, I proposed to her a date. I was not sure how she would take it, but she agreed at once. I was already imagining myself dating that gorgeous girl. But when the day of our first date came, she told me she couldn't come because she had fallen ill. Okay, stuff happens, I'll have to wait. We scheduled another date for the following week. The day before, she confirms that she will definitely come. Hooray! But an hour before the date, she writes, apologizing and saying that she has to accompany her mother to the doctor urgently. That's bad luck, really. She assured me that next time she would come 100%. Well, you can imagine that next time she dumped me for another reason. I was getting irritated, but she seemed so sincere in her apologies that I bit my tongue. However, she did it again until one day she informed me that she was in the hospital with a serious illness, as she put it, and we needed to postpone our appointments. But she was still eager to know more about me and begged me not to give up on her. Of course, I asked her if I could visit her at the hospital or at least say what hospital it was, but she refused, saying that she wouldn't want anyone to see her in the horrible condition she was in. She didn't say what was wrong with her though, she just implied it was something grave and dangerous. Of course, I was worried a lot and decided to help her somehow. I was sure if I managed to find her, she wouldn't push me away. I thought it was kinda romantic. So I switched my Sherlock mode on and decided to find out who she was. One of her pics on the dating site showed her in front of a high school, and I thought that she probably studied there. I decided that the easiest way was going there and asking around if any of the students knew her. There, I could get more info about her condition and where to find her. So one day, I left the classes a bit earlier and went to that high school. And now imagine the scene. I am arriving to that school. There's a break, and whom do I see at once? Kira! I'm running up to her, mumbling something about a hospital and an illness, and she stops me with a, "Sorry, you must be mistaken. I'm not Kira." I'm showing her the pictures on my phone, and she admits those are her pictures, but she's actually Bella, and she has never used dating apps. Good lord, I've been catfished! I was gazing at her with a lost expression, and she was asking for details on where I got those pictures from and who the person I was talking to was. I had no idea. My heart was broken. I was red with shame, and I just wanted to come home and delete all the conversations I made with Kira. There was lots of personal stuff in there. But Bella was very sympathetic towards me and proposed to have a coffee and discuss the matter. Turned out, Bella was not less interesting than Kira, but so much better because she was real and single. After a couple of dates, we found out that we actually liked each other, and imagine that, we are dating till now. I have never found out who that person was, and I've never understood what that catfishing was for. I remember that the day I met Bella, I made a selfie together with her and sent it to Kira. She blocked her account immediately, and I've never heard a single word from her ever since. My story finished well, but my message to you guys is never trust anyone on the web and don't tell personal things to people you don't know. Sounds obvious, but you never know when you get hooked. Spread the word and share this video so that everyone is informed about dangerous things that can happen to you online. Leave a comment if you have some idea about why I could have been catfished.